Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and look who's back. I've got my friend Samantha, and we are going to talk about exercise, staying in shape, losing weight, being consistent, and not waiting for New Year's Eve to set those resolutions and get moving. So we're
Yep.
right before Christmas, and this is the time when everybody's kind of shoving all the food in. We're just blowing our nutrition because it's like I'll start on the first.
Yeah, and all that stuff is available. You have those holiday food pushers, right? That like to always give those kind of treats for at everywhere you go. And hey, sometimes it's really hard to resist if you like that, chocolate chip brownie or something.
Yeah, well, and the crazy thing is, it's not like food is going to not be there if you don't put it all in at once during the holidays. So there's no lack. Like for most of you watching this, there's no scarcity. So what I would say is be really strategic the way you consume those extra calories. And it's not about counting calories because it's about the right calories. But what we want to talk about mostly is how to get on the bandwagon for exercise. So what are some,
Yeah,
we're about the same age, we're about a year apart.
yeah,
So as we are in our, okay, admit late 50s,
yes.
we have found steps and habits and things that we do that to me it's a no-brainer. For
N-
you,
No brainer.
totally,
Yeah.
it's not even hard.
No, it's not even hard at
Yeah,
all.
so what are some of your best tips?
So for me, I mean, I like, Jane and I talk about this kind of stuff all the time. I love to exercise. For me, if I can't get exercise, that's like painful.
Yeah.
So I have to get exercise most days of the week, whether it's going to the gym, riding my bike, something like that. And it's become such a part of me and such a daily habit that if I miss 2 or 3 days, I sometimes am not the greatest person to be around because of that. And I'm sure
It
you
affects your mood.
totally affects your
It
mood
affects my mood too.
because
So, yeah.
exercise affects your mood in a very positive way,
It
right?
does. Well, it releases all those endorphins. It helps you release energy and emotion. And our physical bodies were designed for movement.
Oh, absolutely,
And
they
I
were.
think in our modern world, we spend a lot of times being sedentary. Sedentary. I even find that I spend a lot of time sitting at this desk and doing my work. And I know that sometimes you find that way too.
Absolutely.
But I get up, I go up and down the stairs. Like I will make a conscious effort not to sit too long because I can feel my body not being comfortable.
Yeah.
So what I would say is one of my best tips, and I know this is for you too because you teach classes too, is join a gym, get a workout buddy, make someone that you're accountable to, and the classes at the gym are typically free. So
Yeah.
you can go, you've got someone that puts music on and literally coaches you from
Right.
start to finish.
And they know what they're doing and they'll know if you're, executing the move improperly or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is having a workout buddy will make you more successful at staying on your exercise regimen and being consistent in your workouts. Because if you're meeting somebody there, right, it's like, oh, I gotta show up because Jane's gonna be there, so I have to be there
Yeah,
too.
and usually it's the other way around. I got to show up because Samantha's going to be there. And it's actually pretty cool when you get into this rhythm and you just make it a habit because habits like this compound. We were both really lucky we discovered exercise when we were super young.
Yes.
I was 18 when I started teaching fitness classes, and so just this past year I've been teaching for 40 years and I only teach once a
Wow,
week
that's
now.
awesome.
Yeah, but that's why I still teach because I go into this room full of people and they're my friends and they're my support system and I get this amazing workout and it becomes so fun. So if a gym intimidates you, I would encourage you to break out of your fear of going
Yes.
into a gym because everybody had their first time in the gym.
Oh yeah,
Everybody.
everybody and everybody starts, you always start at where you're at, right? And everybody has to start somewhere. And where you might be starting is going to be different than where somebody else is starting. And when you're in a
Yeah.
class, none of that matters. Everybody's
Yeah.
there for the same reason, you
Yeah,
know?
and you'd be surprised that no one's really this is what I this is what I have come to realize about belonging to a gym. Nobody cares what you look like.
That is so
They're
true.
so interested in what they look like
Yeah.
that they're not paying attention. So I would say bust out of any kind of fear or intimidation you have about going into a gym and make this the time when if you need the motivation of okay, maybe you need a workout buddy, but you are so intimidated by the whole thing that you just can't even fathom going and meeting a stranger and saying, "Will you be my workout buddy?" or meeting someone and say, hey, my name is this and I'm excited to be here. Are you? Maybe you're an introvert. Hire a personal trainer. Maybe hire a personal trainer for 2 months. Something to give you a jump start. And
Yes,
the thing
that's a
is,
great idea.
you're worth it. Like, don't you?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we put money into our cars and our homes and our furniture and
Oh, and our makeup and our hair and our nails, but we leave out, the human system, the body, like, you know.
yeah, and this is coming from two people who used to do personal training.
Yeah.
You did personal training for decades. I did personal training for a couple of decades. And when you actually connect with somebody that can help you reach your goals like this and get you past the pain points and teach you proper form and get you in the gym and just be your coach,
Yeah,
your life can change.
it's so rewarding and you are going to feel so good. We promise you that. And
Yeah,
something else that we've talked about as far as like another great tip is you've got to calendar it or write it down or record it in some way.
track it.
Right? Track it. So maybe you're a person that doesn't even do any really much movement at all. Maybe you don't even get out and walk that much. So for you to say, oh, I'm going to start doing this like on your New Year's resolution, right? Oh, I'm going to start I'm going to join the gym. I'm going to go 7 days a week. Well, you're just going to set yourself up for failure because you don't even go any days a week and now you're going to go 7. So start with something that's reasonable that you can attain. You want to have attainable goals. That's the whole point because
Totally
then
agree.
you get it's the baby steps to them, right? You start working out where you're just 2 days a week and then that feels so good and you're loving just how you feel and you might be noticing, wow, gosh, I seem to go up and down stairs easier. Wow, I can lift this, the bags of dog food or whatever it
Yeah.
is, right? Flour, whatever.
And a
And
lot of that becomes functional fitness too.
yes,
Because to
yes,
me, I don't want to be like not even able to get myself in and out of cars and walking down. I mean, to me, it becomes functional fitness. But I really love that tip about don't say I'm going to do this 7 days a week because you are setting yourself up for failure. Let's
yes,
just be real. So I would say twice or 3 times a week in the gym or meeting somebody. And then maybe the other days, go for a walk. Put on your coat if you live in a cold climate and walk around your block.
yeah.
Like everybody can
Invigorating.
walk. Now, there are situations where you maybe are in a wheelchair. Like I'm not talking to those people. If you're a person who can't walk, then I'm not talking to you. But everybody else can put their coat on and go outside and walk around the block. And I
Yeah.
know you could do that. And you might have some pain in the knee. I'm not asking you to run or sprint, walk. Okay, so here's something cool, and then we're going to end this. So, my son Brian, some of you know Brian because you might talk to him on the phone, but Brian and his girlfriend are doing aqua Zumba three
Oh, how
times a
fun.
week.
Oh my
And I'm
gosh.
just like, aqua Zumba? Okay, so talk about something that's easy on your joints.
Yes.
And your first thought might be like something I would think, I ain't putting on no bathing suit and going and doing Zumba. So, I mean, we all have our body issues, but the thing is, find something that's good on your body that you can do and start doing it today.
It's just something you like.
Find
Right?
something you like.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. Samantha, I adore you.
I adore you too.
So, if you got to the end of this, what we're doing is we're going to go to the movies and we're going to have a big bucket of popcorn
Yep, we are.
because we worked out today and we haven't had popcorn in a long time.
Yep,
And so, it's okay to indulge yourself every once in a while.
so true.
Yeah. So, have a great day, guys. Have a happy Christmas, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.